So, you like survival horror games? Well, say no more because I found 3 games that I played, and these 3 games have potential on becoming a cult classic game. So, without further ado, hello and kamusta, and this is the Artsi, and there are 3 survival horror games in this video that you might like. First game I'm gonna show you is called Scarlet Lake. The game sets you in a small town that has been quarantined by the government because of some monsters that has been sighted around the area. We all know where this is going. You control a detective sent to investigate the small town, and his name is Ben Murphy. Now, I thought this will be just your typical bland protagonist, but to my surprise, he did this. The fuck was that? Oh, what the fuck? Because of him, I already have high hopes for the game. I mean, John Wick in a horror game. Sign me up. Gameplay, of course, is what you wanna find. So, as promised, what it says on the title of the video, this game is a retro-style survival horror game that is very similar to Signales. If you guys don't know that game, you're missing out a lot. Especially if you're a fan of survival horror games in general. What you want in a classic survival horror game, you will find it mostly here in this game. Combat, puzzles, limited ammo, inventory management, and a creepy atmosphere. But not as creepy as Silent Hill, but more like Resident Evil in Raccoon City vibes. The sound of the guns are so crispy and sounds so good that it feels satisfying when you're shooting the enemies. The developer of this game added a ragdoll to the enemies, so when the enemies die, they sometimes die spectacularly, and that's one of the reasons why I am loving this game. I just love ragdoll implemented on video games. It's a preference. Now, I only played the demo, so what I'm showing you mostly here are the basic or the first enemies of the game. They're like the zombies of the game. So far, I love the game, but when it comes to fighting the enemies in the game, they feel kinda easy. I don't feel cornered, if you know what I mean, but again, I only played the demo. So I'm hoping that it's not a single level of difficulty, but if it is though, if you're watching this devs, you guys should add a hard mode on the game. Ammo in the game isn't that scarce. It's not as plenty as in survival horror action games like Resident Evil 4 or Dead Space, but somewhere around in the middle. By the way, there's also crafting in the game, like the bench in The Last of Us. That's actually a nice touch, and I like that. You can upgrade your weapon in the bench by finding scraps throughout the game. I don't know if you can craft some ammo though. Haven't really checked that, so that's my bad. Oh, by the way, the map doesn't rotate, so be careful of some hidden nooks or the edges around the area. There might be some hidden items or some puzzle items / mechanics that is very hidden. Personally, I don't like that, but I'll give it a pass. It's just a nitpick of mine. I gave it a pass because sometimes it's not just puzzles that were hidden, but also some enemies that jump scares you sometimes. That I like. Story-wise, I am loving it so far. It's familiar and has been used for many times, but execution so far, they did it right. Personally, I think this is a love letter for those who love the Resident Evil franchise, especially to 3, Code Veronica, and 4. Again, this game is called Scarlet Lake, made by Nocturnal Interactive. It's not out yet, but I hope it's pretty soon. Next game is called Crow Country. Now, this game has been out for a while now, so after explaining what this game is, I hope I convince you to buy this game out because Out of the 3 games I'm covering in this video, this game is the one that I have fun the most, and in my opinion, the most challenging too. So, this game throws you in a theme park. And of course, the name of the park is called Crow Country. It's all about fairy tales, what you believe back then when you were a kid, fairies, gnomes, etc. Where you can get your kids and have a family bonding time in the park. But something happened to the park because of the disappearance of Edward Crow, the founder of this park. So they abruptly closed the theme park. As you go inside the theme park, you realize that the fairy-loving theme park for kids is not recommended anymore. Monsters lurk everywhere. Some puzzles can kill you. And the park now has turned into one big giant death trap. But that's what I was hoping for. And as a survival horror fan, you guys are excited with this too. Art style wise, it's not every day you see something like this. It's like a VHS quality when you play the game. Oh, and I forgot to mention is that this game sets in the year 1990. So immersive wise, this was a pretty clever approach and I'm all gung-ho for it. The game is pretty creepy, especially if you're alone in a theme park investigating what happened. Now let's go with the gameplay. Like the first game I mentioned, this game is a classic survival horror game, but it's more attuned to modern controls. Controls feels nice and responsive. Shooting the gun feels nice too, but let me warn you though, there's no aim assist in this game. That or I just didn't turn it on, but that's the default. Enemies here are hard, like super hard. Oh shit! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, come on. To bring down a single enemy, I unloaded almost all of my ammo to that basic enemy. But I noticed that the game has a lot of environment interaction, explosive barrels, some electric conduits, and some ammo you can find in the trash cans. Now the trash cans in the game are a big help, so remember that. The game rewards you for thinking strategically rather than brute forcing your way into the game. Now, besides the combat being difficult, the puzzles in the game are also challenging. There are puzzles that took me a while to figure out, and as I've said, some puzzles can kill you in the game, so be careful with that. And there's a lot of backtracking in this game, and just so you know, I only played the demo, and I got lost most of the time playing this game. There's even a map too. I know, I'm like Zoro from One Piece. Shut up. Anyways, I recommend this game, especially if you're a survival horror fan. Again, the game is called Crow Country, made by SFB Games, and you guys should try this out. Last game I'm gonna talk about is called Post Trauma. Now, this game is a love letter for Silent Hill fans. I mean, like literally, it really is like an inspiration of Silent Hill. If they told me that this game is a Silent Hill game, I would have believed it. Now, true to its title, the game starts you with this.
Again.
That was the start of the game? So far so good, right? The game sets you in a subway station, but not any ordinary subway, but like similar to Silent Hill. This place isn't what it seems to be. You're playing an old Japanese character dude that seems like a train conductor, or a security guard for the subway station. But as you progress through the game, you find some clues along the way about who you are, what happened here, Is it all real? And some monsters here and there. I mean, just look at this. Out of the 3 games I covered in this video, this one is the scariest so far. And I played this in the morning. I'm a pussy, so what? Gameplay wise, it's more similar to Silent Hill games, where melee is your bread and butter. Enemies here are aggressive. Not that aggressive, but somewhere in the middle, where you need to be careful of what you wanna do next. Puzzles in the game is challenging, or I'm just dumb. Like the first puzzle that I saw took me like 30 to 45 minutes or something. But the puzzles here are tricky, so you need to observe carefully and not do what I did. But the atmosphere of the game shines more than the other game mechanics. Sure, the game is fun, but it's all familiar too. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it would be nice to have something new like in Crow Country. But the creepy atmosphere, clever puzzle locations, and what to do with them, having clues all around the game like lore and stuff, it's not obvious by the way. And the story just hook you in. Atmosphere wise and the story is top notch in my book. The only downside of this game is that it needs a good PC to run, because what you see right now in the video is the lowest settings. I know, right? You can still run it in the lowest settings to have a smooth gameplay experience, but I hope they optimize this more when the game release. I only played the demo, but I played it for a while and I'm gonna buy this game on release, if I have the money. Now, the game was supposed to come out in March 30th this year, but it got delayed, meaning they're taking their sweet time to improve the game. I just hope that it isn't too long because that might let the hype for the game die down. Oh wait, never mind. The game is coming out this month on April 22, this year. Hell yeah. Again, this game is called Post Trauma, made by Red Soul Games. If you wanna get scared but also have a fun time, this game is for you. Especially if you're a Silent Hill fan. Bonus! This game isn't a survival horror game, but it is creepy and it's more like Bloodborne. It's rough around the edges but creepy, and atmosphere wise, this game knows what it's doing. So if you like Souls-like games, this one is for you. It's a bit janky, sure, but I can feel the passion for this game. The game isn't out yet, but you can try the demo if you want. If you guys wanna see me play these games, please go watch them on my other channel. That channel is all about gaming, of course, but more VODs and edited shorts. Also, if you guys don't know, I also stream on Twitch. If you wanna see me live, I have a schedule that I update regularly. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And support these developers if you can, because they are really passionate when it comes to gaming. Thank you, and see you on the next video. Hey, psst, did you like the video? Well, if you did, how about liking the video? On top of that, you should subscribe too. Ah, by the way, if you want more videos made by me, click here on the screen. Come on, just click it. It won't hurt ya. You won't? Okay then, fine. See you later, I guess.